guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Kristen of Chrissymmetry, and so today I have an exciting video for you. At least I feel like it's exciting, but you know, anyway. I wanted to do something a little different because I have talked to you a lot about fitness, and I started to talk about the focus aspect of the 4F life, right? So fit, focus, fabulous, and over 40. So I want to talk to you about my focus part. And when I talk about focus, I mean my mental, how I even got to this place, right? So I was kind of going from where I am, then going to where I came from. So that you have some backstory of even my mindset and how it started to even form. So this is a book review video, and it's one of my favorite books that actually set me on my course of autonomy and just like self-confidence and self-improvement, self-belief. And it allowed me to believe in myself and my words that I say, that I speak, that are profound and that are purposeful. And I don't know why I feel like I was getting a little teary just now. But anyway, it's very important to me because of really, I guess where I came from. Not when I say where I came from, how I grew up. You know, I was the youngest of 3 kids, and in my household, it was just, you know, I was the youngest and no one listened to me. So I never got to really validate my word. I just subscribed to everything that people said to me and that they said I was. So it was tough for me growing up. You know, I grew up, again, I was a tall kid, I was the big girl, and so I had some self-esteem issues. And, you know, I really had to create these things from myself, you know, because it wasn't coming from any other source. So I was always on this quest for more, feeling like, you know, we grew up in the church and everything, but feeling like that wasn't the answer. This doesn't make sense to me, what you're telling me. So I was always like a philosopher. I just wanted to know more. The world is deeper, it's more complex. There's more to the story. So as an adult, you know, obviously this search was continuous. And about maybe 2016, 17 or so, I don't even know how I came across this book, but I did. And I'm so glad that I did, because it changed my life. It changed my perception of life. And it actually honestly answered some mysteries that I thought I had. No, not that I thought, that I had about life and how we were supposed to be in life, and, you know, our position in life. So this book is, I believe, a must read for everyone, to really understand your position, your place, and your purpose, and really finding that purpose and seeking the purpose. So if you don't know by the title what the book is called, it is The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements. So I ended up buying this book out of a 3-part series, which is this here. So the whole thing, the 4 Agreements Toltec Wisdom Collection. So there are 2 other books, which are the Mastery of Love and The Voice of Knowledge. I have not read The Voice of Knowledge, but, well, the whole thing. I did read The Mastery of Love, and that's another review. I'll do that another time, but it's a good book. So I will leave the link to get these books below. You can get the single one if you want, or you can get all 3. I would suggest getting all 3, make it worth your while, because it's going to really impact you. And I mean, even, I don't know, even for your young kids, like 13, I feel like I would tell my son or daughter to read it. So, hey. But this is written by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's a practical guide to personal freedom. Who doesn't want personal freedom? I know I do. So it is a little different because, again, it's Toltec wisdom. So it's not the norm. If you grew up in church, if you believe in God and all that, it's not the normal way. So that we were taught. So I don't want to get into that because it's kind of deep and I don't want to scare anyone. However, for someone like me, it answered so much and it made so much sense. So I really encourage you just to read it and find out for yourself if you're a seeker of knowledge and information. And that's what I am. So basically the 4 agreements, it is a great read. It's a short read. It's about 140 pages. Not even 140, 130 something pages. So you can read it, you know, in a week or so, you know, if you're dedicated to it. And, you know, so anyway, the 4 agreements, I'm going to get into that in 1 second. But before I do that, I want you to subscribe. Okay, just take a moment. Let's pause. Subscribe. Thanks. Okay, you did it? Okay, good. So the 4 agreements are broken down throughout this book. And it actually starts with the talking about the domestication. I love this. Domestication and the dream of the planet. I'm not going to get into it, but it's good. Okay? You gotta, let me just read this quote. Living is easy with eyes closed, misunderstanding all you see. John Lennon. So that's just a quote from the book. So this book, like I said, it will make you question a lot of things, but it also will give you a lot of answers, okay? So let's get into the 4 agreements, okay? So the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. So what does that mean? Let's say what it's, I'll read what it says. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So that's what I had to learn to do. I can't lie. I mean, I gossip. I talk about people. I talk about things. I mean, who doesn't do that, right? However, it didn't serve me. It wasn't doing me any justice to do that, because all I was doing was worried about somebody else instead of focusing on me and what I needed to do in the world, right? And so, or, you know, people who give their word, I'll be there, I'm gonna show up, and then they don't show up. So for me, if I say I'm going to do something, I most often than not, will do it. If I cannot do it for some reason, I will let you know. So I'm not that person that's just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm coming, and don't show up and don't call. That's rude, right? Just be clear, that's rude. So if you cannot do something, don't commit to it. If you really, really kind of don't want to do it, don't do it. That's what I get. Like, be impeccable with your word, like be spot on with it. Like, I'm not doing that. I love you, I support you, but I'm not coming. Just be honest, you know? So, and then it gets a little bit deeper, obviously, in the book. But that first agreement could shake all the rest of those agreements, because the word is life. And, you know, if we didn't have the word first, we all wouldn't be here, right? So it does, you know, give credit to the creator, which I call God, whatever you call them. We don't have to get into that. However, it does let you know that we are light and we are life and we are love, and that is our purpose. And once you really understand that, then you operate a lot differently. So this book really helped me to have better relationships with myself and with my partner and with people, right? Because I don't have any expectations anymore. The weight has been lifted off of me, and then I put on them. And so therefore I don't have as many, I guess, issues and fights or drama or whatever with people, i.e. my boyfriend, you know, like I'm telling you, this book helped. Okay. So the second agreement, don't take anything personally. Let's read what it says. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be victim of needless suffering. So for me, that was a challenge, because I took most things personally, like most things. Remember I told you I was the youngest of 3. No one ever listened to me. So it's like, all right, what you talking about? What you say? Just paranoid. And that, remember I said I have a great relationship with my boyfriend, but because I used to take things so personally, things that comments he would say to me, I thought he was like speaking negatively or talking about me or being mean. But that was my thinking. Those were my thoughts that I was imposing on him. He wasn't the problem. I was the problem. And what I said to myself was the problem. I can't be the only one who does this. Okay. So holla at me. Like this, so, share, comment, let me know like if you're feeling what I'm saying right now. So I had to put myself out of my own misery by stop taking things personally. So that second, agreement is like, don't take it personally. It's not about you, let the people be who they are, how they are, and how they want to show up for you, period. Then the third agreement is don't make assumptions. Assumptions. Don't assume. What does it mean to assume? Makes an ass out of you and me. Okay, so don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. With just the one agreement, you can completely transform your life. If you stop making assumptions, you can have a better life. Okay, so back to my relationship. Instead of like just wondering what he's saying or think, well, assuming that's what he meant. What did you mean by that? Tell me more. Help me understand. And so for a man, and so some men, I'm not going to get too deep into relationships, but for those men who do listen or who are watching my channel, some men have a hard time being emotional and being emotionally available. And so, or emotionally delicate, if you will. And so so that's kind of my boyfriend sometimes. And sometimes he says things and I'm like, wait, what? Oh, okay, what did you mean? So that's me being mature and just not making an assumption and assuming, because therefore I'd have attitude with him for the rest of the day and be like, get out my face. And he's like, what did I do? And you don't talk to him. So this agreement is extremely important in relationship, in healthy, functional relationships. Extremely important. Stop making assumptions. Stop assuming he said that or she said that or whatever, whoever, mom, dad, whoever it is. Ask them, what did you mean by that? Okay, so that we're clear. Let's not walk around here assuming. And then that last agreement, one of my favorite agreements, because I always say this, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy and are as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best. And you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Okay. So always do your best. Be the best version of you that you can be. That's all I can say about that one. And how do you do that? You go back to my other video. I'll link it in this video here, and you learn how to live your best life and how to create your own life through this through the CVR method. Okay, because then this is going to help you just to say, I've done all that I could do. It's only so much. You can't be everything for everybody. You can't pour anything into anyone from an empty cup. So you first have to be the one to bear the fruit, to take the fruit, to eat the fruit. So if you want your life to be transformed, if you want to be free, if you want to grow, if you want to help yourself, you need to get this book. This book right here. This book. Get this book. Don Miquel Ruiz. Great guy. And real quick, a little backstory with him is that he grew up in a family of healers, the Toltec wisdom. So he himself was supposed to follow that footstep and be a healer and to help, help people in the world, right? And instead, he wants to go to medical school. So he did that and he became a surgeon. That's not what the plan was. But anyway, he did that. And after a near-death experience, his whole world was transformed. And he dedicated his life to becoming a healer and sharing the wisdom. So that's what he's doing now in this book. He's sharing wisdom. He's showing you how to master life, how to have self-mastery. And I'm telling y'all, it is a process, but it is one of the most lucrative processes that you could ever embark upon. So if I can't stress it enough, get this book, get the whole set. The 4 agreements will change your life if you want your life to be changed. If this video has found value, I hope you found value in it. But like I said, I'm gonna leave the link below in the description box so that you can go ahead and grab that book. And just so you do know, I do get a portion of the commission. So just to help support the channel, help me to bring you more videos that are going to inform you, that are going to inspire you to live the 4F life: fit, focused, fabulous, and over 40. So until we meet again, I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment below. Bye.